Welcome everyone. Now we are going to study about the nuclei. So what is nuclei? When we call anything an atom, what happens in the atom? There are electrons in there and at the center there is something called as nucleus. So we have already studied about the electrons in our atom section. So now we are going to focus about the nucleus one. So what happens in the nucleus? On magnifying you can is protons and neutrons. Well, sometimes there are not so much of the neutrons, like in the case of the hydrogen that we call protium, which is having only one proton. Except this one, we have always neutrons. It could be less or more as a number of protons that we are going to discuss in a while. So now let me tell you something very interesting and let me ask you a very interesting question. So it's the pondering time. So let's ponder on this question. So let me put it like this so that and you may also ask this question to several of your friends that will blow their mind either that I'm going to do right now. So from early childhood we all have studied that same charges repel each other. Positive and positive repel each other. Similarly, we have also studied that uh, opposite charges attract each other. Well, in this case of the first one, you can consider the two negative charge also repel from each other. So same charges repel from each other and opposite charges attract each other. So here the question, why in and how? Why and how? In nucleus, all the protons happily live together. There are several protons. If you know a little bit about the nucleus and atom, you surely know that there are protons and neutrons sit together. And as we know, protons have positive charge and neutrons have zero charge. That means that is having no charge. Well, that's interesting. Something is having no charge. We are going to find that too. But for now, how all these positives stays together and bound that closely that it is able to hold electrons in their orbit, and that's how our atom work. Well, not just one layer, there are several layers that it maintains. So it's a big thing that how it is able to do so. Instead, it should itself have an instability in its code structure that we are seeing here. So now I think it has blown your mind already. So ponder upon this question. Well, you are not gonna figure out this one from the general textbooks if you're following, because this is not addressed in that. We are going to address this in the upcoming one. Stay with me, stay tuned. God bless.